Have you ever felt the need to respond to every criticism, challenge, or provocation, only to find yourself mentally drained and distracted from your true purpose? Jack Ma, one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, offers invaluable wisdom when he says, "Not every battle is worth fighting, not every voice deserves a response." This profound insight reveals a common trap that many of us fall into, arguing with people who are not open to understanding, and engaging in battles that ultimately do not serve our greater purpose. In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, protecting our peace and focusing on what truly matters can be a challenge. But Jack Ma's advice, combined with wisdom from ancient Buddhist teachings, provides a powerful path toward achieving true success and inner calm. Let's explore the crucial lessons of avoiding distractions, embracing silence, and mastering the art of non-response. The trap of arguing with fools. Jack Ma's insightful message begins with a powerful truth. Not every battle is worth fighting, not every voice deserves a response. This principle is something many people learn too late in life. It's easy to get drawn into an argument when someone challenges our beliefs or attacks our values, especially in the heat of the moment. We feel the need to defend ourselves, to prove that we are right, and to stand our ground. But as Ma points out, this urge to engage can be a trap, especially when we're facing individuals who aren't interested in understanding our point of view or reaching a productive resolution. These people are not seeking truth, they are looking for attention. The danger in arguing with someone who is simply trying to provoke is not just that the argument itself is pointless, it's that in doing so we end up losing something far more valuable. We lose our peace, our focus, and most importantly, our time. Time once lost is irreplaceable. No matter how hard we try, we cannot get it back. The argument might stretch on for hours, but the consequences linger long after. We find ourselves distracted, frustrated, and mentally drained, having spent our most precious resource, time, on something unproductive. This is a sentiment echoed by some of the most powerful figures in the world. Take Elon Musk, for example. Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, is no stranger to controversy and public criticism. Yet he is often strategic about when to engage and when to remain silent. Musk has famously ignored the critics who take jabs at him on social media. Instead, he focuses on what truly matters: his work, his goals, and his mission to change the world. When we engage in arguments with individuals who are not open to understanding, we only fuel their ignorance, creating a vicious cycle that is hard to break. Real-life example. Think back to a time when you found yourself in a similar situation, a discussion or argument that spiraled out of control. Maybe it was with a family member, a colleague, or even a stranger online. You tried to explain your perspective, hoping for mutual understanding, but the more you spoke, the more entrenched they became in their own beliefs. Despite your best efforts, the conversation never led to any productive outcome. Instead of feeling enlightened or empowered, you felt drained, frustrated, and perhaps even disrespected. This experience is the perfect example of Jack Ma's wisdom. When we engage with ignorance, we only feed more ignorance. These kinds of interactions don't bring clarity or resolution. Instead, they perpetuate misunderstandings and negativity. Arguing with individuals who are unwilling to listen is like talking to a wall. It's a waste of time and energy. The power of silence. Ma goes on to emphasize that silence is not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it is a powerful strategy. Silence isn't surrender, it's strength, he says. In the face of ignorance, disrespect, and provocation, it takes far more strength to remain silent than it does to engage. The wise understand that not every insult or attack warrants a response. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is to choose silence and walk away from a situation without getting drawn into conflict. Philosophical insight. Silence, in many ways, is the cornerstone of wisdom. In Buddhism, the practice of noble silence, mana, is often used as a tool to cultivate inner peace and mindfulness. By choosing silence, individuals create space within themselves for self-reflection, clarity, and deeper understanding. Silence is not merely the absence of noise, but the presence of focused attention and calm. It allows the mind to be free from distractions, making it easier to discern what truly matters and what doesn't. By embracing silence, we also protect our energy. Engaging in unnecessary arguments or debates saps our mental and emotional reserves, leaving us vulnerable to stress, anger, and anxiety. This is particularly true in the digital age, where social media platforms are flooded with negative comments, sensationalized news, and toxic discussions. The more we respond to these distractions, the more we deplete our focus and peace of mind. Silence allows us to rise above the noise and stay grounded in our purpose. Many powerful individuals have embraced silence as a key to their success. Warren Buffett, the billionaire investor, is known for his calm and thoughtful approach to both life and business. Instead of reacting impulsively to every piece of criticism or public drama, he chooses to stay silent and focus on the long-term goals that matter most. Silence allows Buffett to maintain clarity and make decisions that are aligned with his vision, rather than being distracted by every passing opinion. Protecting your peace. One of Jack Ma's most compelling points is the importance of protecting your peace. Your peace is more valuable than their noise, he asserts. In today's world, external distractions are everywhere. Social media, toxic conversations, drama, and negativity are all designed to pull us away from our goals and aspirations. Every time we engage with these distractions, we lose a bit of our peace and focus. The ability to remain calm, collected, and focused on our mission, regardless of what's happening around us, is a true sign of maturity and wisdom. The world is full of noise, everyone has an opinion, and everyone wants to be heard. But not everything that demands our attention deserves a response. By protecting our peace, we preserve our mental and emotional resources, allowing us to stay on track and pursue what truly matters. Buddhist story example. In Buddhism, there is a well-known story about the Buddha and a man named Kunda. Kunda insulted the Buddha in front of a crowd, trying to provoke him into a response. However, the Buddha remained calm and composed, saying nothing in return. When asked by his followers why he had not reacted, the Buddha explained that he had no need to engage with foolishness. By not responding, he preserved his peace and focused on what was truly important. This story serves as a powerful reminder that responding to every insult or attack is not necessary. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. Remaining calm and focused in the face of negativity allows us to maintain our inner peace, which is more valuable than any external argument. The importance of focus and discipline. Jack Ma's quote, "Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing," highlights the importance of focus and discipline in achieving long-term success. The more we respond to every insult, every challenge, and every distraction, the more we scatter our energy. We lose sight of our true goals and get caught up in petty conflicts that drain our resources. Mastery, whether in life or business, comes from the ability to stay focused and disciplined. When we allow ourselves to be distracted by trivial matters, we waste our time and energy, which could otherwise be invested in something meaningful. The truly successful people in the world, whether they are entrepreneurs, athletes, or artists, are those who remain focused on their craft, ignoring distractions and staying disciplined in the pursuit of their goals. Application in daily life. Take a moment to think about the times you've allowed external distractions to pull you away from your purpose. Perhaps it was an argument with a friend, a heated debate online, or gossip in the workplace. These distractions might seem insignificant in the moment, but over time they add up. They chip away at your focus, drain your energy, and prevent you from making progress toward your goals. By practicing restraint and focusing on what truly matters, you can reclaim your time and energy, leading to greater success and fulfillment. Real-life example. Consider someone like Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs was known for his intense focus and discipline, which were key to his success. He didn't allow distractions to pull him away from his mission to create revolutionary products. Jobs was famous for his ability to focus on what mattered, ignoring the critics and naysayers who wanted to pull him into pointless arguments. Instead of engaging with distractions, he focused on creating products that would change the world, which is why Apple became one of the most successful companies in history. Protecting your vision and spirit. Jack Ma's perspective on protecting one's vision and spirit is an essential aspect of personal and professional growth. He advises, protect your name by not speaking it in foolish rooms. Protect your vision by not explaining it to blind minds. This is a crucial principle for anyone aiming to achieve success, especially in environments that often seek to detract from one's goals. The key idea here is that sharing your vision with those who are not open to understanding, or worse, those who are intent on bringing you down, can be detrimental to your clarity and focus. When we engage in discussions with people who are not genuinely interested in our ideas, we risk losing our sense of purpose and direction. It's a trap that many well-intentioned individuals fall into, thinking that they need to convince others of their mission. However, protecting your vision doesn't only mean guarding it from negative influences, it means refusing to be distracted by them. The moment you begin explaining your vision to those who lack the capacity or willingness to understand, you are pouring energy into a bottomless pit. This is particularly true in our current culture, where so much of the world is driven by noise, distractions, and naysayers. When someone doesn't understand your vision or doesn't share your values, continuing to explain or defend it only leads to frustration and confusion. Personal example, consider Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. Over the years, Musk has faced relentless criticism and negativity, especially when he was working on innovative projects like electric vehicles and space exploration. He was often ridiculed by industry experts and the media, who thought his vision was too ambitious or even unrealistic. But Musk didn't engage in those battles. He didn't waste his time trying to explain his ideas to the critics or doubters. Instead, he remained steadfast in his mission, focusing on building his companies and achieving his long-term goals. Today, Tesla is one of the most valuable car companies in the world, and SpaceX is sending rockets into space. Musk's legacy is not built on responding to critics, but on staying true to his vision, focusing on his goals, and ignoring the noise. In the creative world, this principle is also evident in the career of Steve Jobs. Jobs was known for his unwavering belief in his vision for Apple, which was often at odds with the mainstream tech industry. Jobs didn't feel the need to explain or justify his designs or strategies to people who didn't understand his vision. Instead, he let his products speak for themselves. Apple's success and Jobs' legacy stemmed from his ability to focus on his vision and build his company without getting bogged down by irrelevant opinions or distractions. By refusing to engage in every argument or defend every decision, these leaders maintained clarity and focus, ultimately achieving extraordinary success. Their stories teach us that staying true to our vision, even when faced with doubt or criticism, is often the most effective way to ensure we fulfill our purpose. The discipline of non-response. The discipline of non-response is one of the most powerful tools in maintaining emotional and mental well-being, as emphasized by Jack Ma. In his words, not attending every battle you're invited to is a cornerstone of true strength. The need to react to every criticism, every provocation, or every attack is a trap many fall into. The desire to set the record straight or to prove someone wrong can be irresistible, but in doing so, we let external circumstances dictate our emotional state. The true strength, however, comes from choosing not to react. The challenge lies in not letting our ego control our responses. It's human nature to want to defend ourselves when we feel attacked or misunderstood, but Ma teaches us that reacting impulsively to every criticism or negative situation only drains our energy and shifts our focus from what really matters. By practicing non-response, we assert control over our emotional state, rather than allowing others to provoke us into emotional reactions that don't align with our goals or values. The Buddhist perspective on non-response. This principle of non-response aligns closely with Buddhist teachings on upekkha, or equanimity, which is the ability to remain balanced and undisturbed in the face of external circumstances. In Buddhist philosophy, equanimity is a key practice for cultivating mental peace and clarity. It involves remaining neutral to praise and criticism alike, not allowing external factors to disturb your internal peace. The concept of non-response is not about being passive or disengaging from life. It's about consciously choosing not to engage with things that are unworthy of your time and energy. It's about not allowing the outside world to dictate how you feel, but rather maintaining an inner peace that is unaffected by the chaos and distractions around you. Consider the Dalai Lama as an example. Throughout his life, the Dalai Lama has faced criticism, personal attacks, and significant challenges. However, he has remained calm and composed in the face of adversity, often choosing silence over reaction. His ability to practice non-response, especially in the face of political and cultural criticism, has allowed him to maintain his focus on his mission of promoting peace, compassion, and understanding. The Dalai Lama's success in maintaining inner peace despite external challenges serves as a profound lesson in the power of non-response. This concept can also be seen in the actions of Nelson Mandela during his long imprisonment in South Africa. Instead of responding to the constant provocation and disrespect from his captors, Mandela maintained his dignity and focused on his long-term goal of ending apartheid. His ability to resist the temptation to react emotionally, even when it would have been understandable to do so, was a key factor in his eventual success as a leader and his ability to transform South Africa. Leadership and mastery. Jack Ma draws an important distinction between reacting to chaos and leading with integrity. As he says, leadership looks like walking away. The ability to walk away from unnecessary conflict is a hallmark of true leadership. In a world full of noise and distractions, leaders must remain focused on the greater good, not on petty squabbles or trivial conflicts. Leadership is not about winning every battle, it's about staying true to your purpose. Leading with integrity and inspiring others to follow your example. Ma's point here is that true leadership is not about reacting to every challenge or criticism. Instead, it's about choosing the battles that align with your mission and letting go of those that detract from your purpose. The ability to walk away from pointless conflicts is a sign of maturity, discipline, and wisdom. Leaders understand that their time, energy, and attention are limited resources, and they must allocate them wisely. Engaging in every battle, no matter how tempting, distracts from the true mission and goals of leadership. Consider someone like Barack Obama. Throughout his presidency, Obama faced immense criticism and many challenges from political opponents, the media, and even members of his own party. Yet he often chose not to engage in unnecessary arguments. Instead, he focused on his larger goals, improving healthcare, fighting climate change, and working to heal national divides. Obama understood that responding to every attack or engaging in political drama would only detract from his mission. His ability to stay focused on the greater good, despite constant provocation, is an exemplary model of leadership. In the business world, Bill Gates serves as another prime example of a leader who has mastered the art of non-response. Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, has faced criticism for his business practices and the immense wealth he accumulated over the years. However, instead of defending himself or reacting to every negative comment, Gates has focused on his philanthropic work through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. His leadership, both in business and in philanthropy, has been defined by a commitment to his vision and a refusal to be sidetracked by irrelevant controversies. True leadership, as Jack Ma emphasizes, is about focusing on what truly matters and letting go of distractions. Leaders who engage in petty arguments or spend their time fighting unnecessary battles risk losing their focus and ultimately their effectiveness. By maintaining discipline and focus, leaders can inspire those around them, elevate their mission, and achieve lasting impact. In a world full of distractions, drama, and chaos, the ability to remain silent, stay focused, and protect our peace is essential. Jack Ma's wisdom teaches us that not every battle is worth fighting, and not every voice deserves a response. By choosing silence over conflict, protecting our vision, and embracing the discipline of non-response, we can stay grounded in our purpose and lead lives of clarity and purpose. As we navigate through life's challenges, let us remember that true strength lies not in reacting to every provocation, but in staying true to our mission and letting our actions speak louder than words.